No intro, no script, no edit, no nothing. We got some new abilities and moves were well, not revealed, leaked for Pokémon Scarlet Violet, the upcoming DLC. It's releasing in about 2 weeks. Obviously, there's gonna be spoilers in here. That's why you are looking at this Pokemon Showdown team right now, to not spoil anyone. If you don't want spoilers, just leave, because we're gonna be going over some spoilers. So I leave now, because I'm gonna show all of that literally right now. Alright, so if you're still here, we got some new abilities we're gonna go over first. Now, side note, a new Ursaluna form has been leaked. It's called the Blood Moon Ursaluna. It's right here. Whether this is a completely new Pokemon with different stats, different typing, etc., I wouldn't know. I would guess it is though, because it does have a signature ability and signature move we'll be going over in a second as well. Anyway, Mind's Eye, Blood Moon Ursaluna. The Pokemon ignores changes to opponent's evasiveness, its accuracy cannot be lowered, and can hit ghost types with normal and fighting moves. Now, this is obviously something we have seen before in the ability Scrappy. This is basically a better version of Scrappy, I would say. Although I think Scrappy does ignore Intimidate, so might be debatable on that. Anyway, the Pokemon ignores changes to opponent's evasiveness. Sounds good. It's good, but in competitive, it's not really that big of a deal, because in singles, of course, it's Mogul singles, evasiveness is, or moves to boost your evasiveness are banned. And accuracy lowering moves are not very rare, if they're really used at all. So it's a cool, neat effect, but I think this is the biggest effect on this ability. Pretty cool ability. Then we got Super Sweet Syrup for the new evolution Diplin, which has already been revealed, but now we know exactly how it works. A sickly sweet scent spreads across the field the first time the Pokemon enters the battle, lowering the evasiveness of opposing Pokemon. So it's only the first time the Diplin enters the battle, which is on par with Zacian's Intrepid Sword and Samacenta's Dauntless Shield. So only the first time. It's not a effect that happens every time like Intimidate. This ability seems pretty good if this Pokemon has some low accuracy moves to take advantage of, but only happening one time, it's not going to be game breaking or something. Hospitality, Poltergeist and Sinistea. That's Poltergeist is that new grass ghost type, the form of Poltergeist, the other form. Pretty sure you've already seen it. When the Pokemon enters a battle, it showers its ally with Hospitality, restoring a small amount of the ally's HP. Of course, this is irrelevant for singles. Depends on what a small amount of the ally's HP is. I would say it's probably 1/8, so 12.5%. I don't see this being like game breaking or doubles or anything. If this Pokemon is already good in doubles, then this is going to be a great addition for it, but I doubt this Pokemon is going to be used in VGC. Toxic Chain, we already had this ability revealed for the Loyal Tree. Those is the Okidoki. The other two, I cannot remember their names. But basically, the power of the Pokemon's Toxic Chain may badly poison any target the Pokemon hits with a move. So it's Poison Touch, but for every move. We already had that revealed. And Body Aspect. Okay, so little backstory on these 4 abilities. That new Pokemon, this one. You've probably seen this all over the place. This is that new legendary, I'm pretty sure. And it has different masks. I'm gonna also show that right now. So if you don't want to see that, skip a couple seconds ahead. So it has different masks. Looks like a water, steel, and fire type. Pretty sure it says it right here. Okay, maybe not. Oh yeah, flames, support houses, blah blah blah, water. Okay, so I'm gonna assume it's water, fire, steel. Anyway, for every mask, this Pokemon has has the same ability but a different effect. So for the teal mask, which I assume is the standard mask, the Pokemon's heart filled with memories, blah blah blah, cause the teal mask to shine and the Pokemon's speed stat to be boosted. Now, is this when it enters the battle or after it has been on the field for a turn? Is it every turn? That's something I want to see. I think it's only going to be a one time. So when this Pokemon has been on the field for one turn, it activated speed. And I think I would say this is probably going to be happening every time this Pokemon enters the field. Now then you have the other abilities for the Flame Mask. You have its Pokemon attack set to be boosted, Wellspring, Special Defense, and Cornerstone Mask Defense. The interesting thing about this is they literally just nerfed Zacian and Zamazenta, where their abilities can only be activated the first time they enter the battle. But from what I'm reading here, this will be activated every time they enter the battle. Like, what are you doing over there, Gabriel? What is this? This looks a very powerful ability. I think the attack boost and the speed boost are gonna be a very good. We have seen how good it can be on Zacian. We know how powerful speed boost is as an ability. Very good abilities. And we're gonna go over the moves next, which you got right here. Now we got Blood Moon, the signature move of the Blood Moon Ursaluna. The user unleashes the full brunt of its spirit from a full moon that shines as red as blood. This move cannot be used twice in a row. This sounds very similar to Gigaton Hammer. Now the question is this gonna be the same base power as Gigaton Hammer? And if my prediction is right that this Pokemon is a dark type, then this will be very good, because Steel is not that great of an offensive type, but Dark, especially if it's Dark Ground, Dark Normal maybe, this is gonna be a very good move, I think. If it is a 160 base power move that is Dark. And of course, the Pokemon stats have to be good as well, but you get what I mean. Matcha Gotcha. The user fires a blast of tea that is mixed. The user's HP is restored by up to half the damage taken by the target. This may also leave the target with a burn. So this is obviously the signature move of that Poltergeist Pokemon. I'm gonna assume this is a grass move. Probably 80 base power or 75 base power, similar to Giga Drain, but also may leave the target with a burn. So a combination of Scald and Giga Drain. I'm gonna say it's probably 75 base power, just like Giga Drain, and probably 30% chance to burn, just like Scald. Seems like a very powerful move. We're just gonna have to see how good this Pokemon actually is. Zero Bomb. Now I think we already had this move revealed. No, actually we have not, but this is the signature move of Diplin. It's Diplin, right? Yeah, Diplin. The user sets off an explosion of sticky candy syrup, which goes to target and causes target's speed drop, thus stat to drop each turn for 3 turns. Now, this might seem very strong on paper, and it probably is strong. The thing is, this is probably going to have more effect on doubles than it is on singles, because if you're trying to switch into this Pokemon, you're probably going to go into a slow, bulky wall. Literally already said it's slow, so they don't care about their speed being dropped. But if you're using this on an offensive Pokemon, they are probably going to be forced to switch out next turn, despite if they have an advantage over you. So this can be a pretty cool move. I don't see this being game breaking or anything. So for the last move, you got IV Cudgel. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. The user strikes with an IV wrapped Cudgel. This move's type changes depending on the mask worn by the user, and it has a heightened chance of landing a critical hit. So this is obviously the signature move of Orcorporal. I've already forgot the name, I'm sorry. And yeah, pretty good move, because you will be having Stab on all the different masks you're going to be using. So water, fire, I think it's steel. Maybe it's not steel, I'm just not be reading. But yeah, my guess, probably 80 base power with the same crit chance as Leaf Blade. Maybe you know what? It's a legendary Pokemon. It's gonna be like 120 base power or some bullshit. Anyway, those are for me at least the relevant leaks. There have also been leaks about the Pokédex entries and the locations in the DLC. I don't know, don't care to cover that. So if you want to, you can look it up for yourself. Anyway, thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts about these leaks, and I'll see you next time. Yo, I almost forgot. We got the list of new leaked Pokemon as well. Quickly going over this. So we got Diplin, we already know about that. Poltergeist, that Pokemon has also been revealed, but it has a new evolution. Probably gonna put that on the screen if I end up finding it. Okidoki, Munike Podori, Fancy DPT, not pronouncing any of that right, I don't care. We have already been those revealed. Ogrepon, that is the Pokemon, that is that new legendary, plus the 3 mask forms. We have already been going over those masks as well. If you're wondering where that Duraludon evolution is, Archidon, forgot the name, that is coming in the second DLC, so that Pokemon is not on this list. Anyway, see you later.